I remember one of my very first lessons was clearing, and we had to do this movement of clearing, and I must have looked like, 1980s robot kid. A couple of days later, I started to get it, and the teacher could see that I got it, and he was drawn immediately to me. And not only could he see that I was flowing, but he see that I was like, this is unbelievable. Like my mind was going, oh, I can do that. This is, and it was one of those things that I could have just done for 8 hours. Just leave me alone. You can see how people can meditate for 8 hours without stopping. When you're in the flow state, which is what Qigong brings, the more flow state you have, the better for your brain, your mind. Yeah.
You made me think there just about some movement meditation. Find it difficult to stay in one place meditating.
The highest level of meditation is being still. But the irony is, even when you are still, inside you are moving.
Yeah.
Right? Right, your heart's beating, blood is moving. You can't separate yin and yang. They oppose each other. Yang will try to lean on yin, yin will try to overcome yang, but really they never do. They're just in this dynamic dance, two passionate lovers constantly moving and dancing and moving and intertwining. And it's going on at so many different levels, subatomic levels. I prefer it to sit in there, but training with Qigong and Neigong leads you to a state where you can actually sit. And you will actually enjoy sitting because you're fit enough energetically to sit for a long period. So people go and they join meditation groups. They're concentrating on trying to sit, trying to meditate, trying to be Zen. Hard work. But if they trained, when Damo arrived at the Shaolin temple, Bodhidharma, he looked at the monks and he said, I love your martial arts, I love what you're doing, but you're all unfit to meditate. And he taught them yoga. And eventually they merged yoga and they merged it with their indigenous martial arts, and it became Neigong, Daoyin. Now we call it Qigong. And they realized by doing this, we can meditate far more effectively.
Meditation, people are like, oh, I'm not good at meditating. And I was like, what do you mean not good? It's not a competition.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a very personal experience. You can meditate on an idea, on a thought, on a poem. And I think then it's a type of meditation we call contemplation. So you can have active meditation. And I in some ways, that's what I strive for with my students is I want them to actively meditate in that they are staying within their physicality rather than going off into some dream realm and journeying and being astral. It's like literally meditating and staying and sensing and feeling the body, correcting the spine, correcting the jaw, staying with ourselves as much as possible. And that's actually a harder thing to do than to do this inner alchemy has a lot of visualization in it, which is heavily criticized. I mean, I am criticized by a lot of people for using visualization. But when you get to true meditation, there's no visualization. And it's not a state of reaching nothingness. It's a state of staying within self and exploring self. And that is extremely challenging, extremely challenging.